Welcome to Lesson 3 in Unit 1, Introduction to Plants and Animals. In this lesson, students will work to answer the question, how are plants alike and different? In this lesson, students figure out that plants grow in habitats where they can get the sunlight, water, and air they need to live. They also figure out that plants can change their environment to meet their needs. In the Engage portion of the lesson, start by having students draw a picture of a plant in their student journal. Then engage them in a discussion describing an environment as a particular place or area. Talk with them about how students in the class drew plants that are not exactly alike. If their illustrations are lacking details, encourage them to add descriptions or more detail to their drawings. In the Explore portion of the lesson, take students on an exploration outside to observe growing plants. Look under rocks or in dry places for examples of plants. Discuss with students how plants in these areas change what they do or their environment to meet their light and water needs. In the Explain portion of the lesson, discuss and chart what students found during their walk outside. Ask about where the most plants were found, where few or no plants were found, and probe their thinking by asking why some areas have different amounts of plants. In the Elaborate portion of the lesson, students will work in small groups and use the plant cards to discuss similarities and differences among plants. Lead them into a discussion on what parts all plants have in common, such as roots, stems, and leaves. Using the plant parts poster in their student journal, label and discuss these important parts. Finally, have students return to their original drawing from the Engage and revise or draw a new picture to show leaves, roots, and stems of the plants. In the Evaluate portion of the lesson, the students will use the plant cards again in small groups to discuss the parts of plants that are easily seen, the parts that cannot be seen, and what plants need to live. Ask students where the plants on the cards would live and reinforce that all plants will live in a place where they can get what they need to survive. By the end of this lesson, students will have identified parts of a plant including stem, leaf, root, and flower. They will also have described how plants are similar, yet different.